Welcome in. Welcome in. You all, I did it. I did it. Welcome in. On time, Lucille. Yes, I am. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in as I've got some music playing as usual. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Jacqueline, welcome in. Welcome in. I just got some music playing until everyone gets here. And it's so good to have you, Mr. Sip. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But welcome in nevertheless. As you're coming in, can you feel that? Everything is everything. Yeah. But as you're coming in, get your daily heartbeats. Get your daily heartbeat. Get all of the points that you can, because you've engaged down here in the platform, in the chat, and get all of your points. For me, I have one goal, and that is to get at least 10,000 likes so that it pushes me out in the FYP. So if you all would do that for me, I would so appreciate it. I would. Welcome in. Derry, welcome in. You know, my son's name is Derek, but I forever called him Derry, like Jared. And when I saw that, I thought of him. Anyway, welcome in. Ronnie, Brenda, everyone, welcome in and come up to the front. I hope you have your tea with you. Tonight is the last night of Desperation versus Determination. And tonight we're going to shift from desperation to determination. And we're going to go through together. Welcome in, Corey. Welcome in. As you're coming in, get your daily heartbeats and all the points that you're supposed to have. But also, would you share it out, please? Share it out. At the bottom of your screen is a little arrow that goes like this. So if you tap it, there is another little thing with a brown and a little plus in it. It says add to your stories. If you would go there, it would keep you from having to go back to see who you're going to send it to. It'll just send it to everyone. So would you do that for me? I'd appreciate it. I certainly appreciate it. There is a net that is trying to get the best of me. Welcome in to Tea with Lady DJ. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. Joseph, welcome in everyone. And don't forget to share it. Share it out for me, please. I'm so happy. My eyes are filled with blue. My words just flow. Did you bring your phenomenal? Welcome in. Welcome in. It's so good to have you here with me tonight. Welcome in. Dennis, welcome in. Welcome in. It's so good to have you. Derek, welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to start in just a few minutes. All that I ask, my moderators know that I don't block anyone because on this platform, I say we all are adults and we're grown and we're going to govern ourselves as such. So we will be mindful of what we put in the chat. If you should come in late or have to leave and not hear this in its entirety, I will upload this to my YouTube channel in the morning. And that channel is Tea with Lady DJ, just like it is right here. It is Tea with Lady DJ. And you all that have been with me know my eyes tear, my nose runs. It's allergies. That's all I can say. But welcome in. Welcome in. And as you share it out, don't forget to tap the screen. Tap the screen because my objective is to get Black Crow, welcome in. Welcome in. It's to get 10 to 20,000 likes. And that pushes me out into the FYP. So, have you all had a good day? Have you? It has been a day. And I'm going to go out in the morning early because the snow is coming again. We are due to have more snow tomorrow, all day tomorrow. So you know what we have to do, go out and get what? Milk, eggs, and bread. Now, I don't know exactly what that does, but that's what everybody does. But it's also Super Bowl, so I need to get, I don't know, am I going to have chili or am I going to have a taco salad? I don't know. I'll get all of the fixings for both. How about that? Yeah. Anyway, are you comfy and seated and ready to get started? Yeah, I was here on time. So let's get started. Let's get started. For the past 2 nights, we have talked about desperation. Desperation. And tonight I gave you a different quote. I did. It's because tonight we're shifting from desperation to determination. And how does it look? And what do we need to do to get there? But the quote that I did was, the difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination. The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination. And this was penned by Tommy Lasorda. Tommy Lasorda. And I thought that was most apropos for tonight. We are going to start. We've talked for 2 nights about desperation, how it looks, how it acts, how it impacts you. But now, tonight, we're going to shift from desperation to determination. Hey, Silver Fox, welcome in. Welcome in. The choice. What it looks like. Desperation. Why are you so desperate? That was yesterday. Why are you so desperate? But tonight, we're shifting gears. We're shifting gears and we're going from desperation to determination. So what does determination look like? Determination operates from a place of wholeness. Wholeness, not emptiness. It operates from a place of clarity, not fear. Standards, not desperation. Self-worth, not proving your worth. Not proving your worth. When you are determined, you have boundaries. You do. You are not constantly available because you value your time as well as your energy. So you are not constantly available. When you have boundaries, you say no when something does not align with you. It's okay to say no when something doesn't align with you. Without explanation. No is a complete sentence. Boundaries, you don't drop everything. You have a life that matters. You notice all of these are talking about you as an individual, not you as a couple, but you. And until you get that mastered, it's going to be difficult to find yourself in a relationship that is not going to cycle. You are available, but not desperate. You are available, but not desperate. You keep your integrity. Ooh-wee. You keep your integrity. If you guys could tap the screen for me, please, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Thank you. You do not lie to keep the peace. That's what you do not do. You do not hide who you are. You show up being your authentic self. You tell the truth even when it's uncomfortable. You keep your integrity. That's what you do. You keep your integrity. You honor your principles. You know your non-negotiables. Now, I'm stepping out on a limb saying you know them. But I'd venture to say that some of you have no boundaries. And you don't know your principles. You don't know what they are. You do not know your non-negotiables. You don't even know that you are worthy. You don't. You walk away from what dishonors you. You walk away from what dishonors you. You are not so desperate to be in a relationship that you allow someone to dishonor, disrespect you. No, you can walk. There are others. You know what they say, there are more fish in the sea. Yes, there are more fish in the sea. You would rather be alone than be with someone who requires you to abandon yourself. Oh my goodness, to abandon yourself. That's not what you want. Remember, wholeness. That's what you are. We want wholeness when we decide that we're going into a relationship. Wholeness. You know your worth. You know your worth. You are not trying to prove you're enough. You know you are enough. Hey, Tony, welcome in. Welcome in. Bobby, welcome in. Simple Ace, Jan. You guys, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. You know your worth. You are not begging anyone to see your value. You are not begging anyone to see your value. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. You attract instead of chase. If you're having to chase it, it is running away from you. Envision that. Whoever she is or whoever he is, and you feeling the need to chase it, no sir, no ma'am. It is running away from you. Let it go. You attract instead of chase. You are the prize, not the participant in someone else's game. You are the prize. You, sir, you are the prize. You, ma'am, you are the prize, not the participant in someone else's game. That's not what you are. So here's where the shift comes in. And for the last 3 weeks, I've closed out with an acronym, OAR. OAR, which is OR. And it stands for ownership, accountability, and responsibility. OR. And this is how we journey into the shift. Ownership. You own your desperation pattern. You own your desperation patterns. Remember last night I was talking about the cycle, and it's unresolved pain, fear, desperation, compromising yourself, losing yourself, more pain, more desperation. It's a cycle, and it keeps going. Unresolved pain, fear, desperation, compromising yourself, losing yourself, then more pain, and then more desperation. You own the fear that's been driving you. We're talking about ownership. So now we've shifted from desperation, and what do we need to do to get to that point of determination? You own the fear that's been driving you. Whatever that fear is, acknowledge it and own it. You own your worth. You stop waiting for someone else to validate it. I don't need someone to tell me that my worth. First of all, God told me that I was worthy because I'm his child. That makes me a princess to the king, right? This doesn't settle for jokers. No, I'm a princess. I'm a queen, and I deserve a king. So I will wait. You own your healing journey. There are those that are not ready to date yet. And it's okay to say, I appreciate your sentiments, but I'm not ready yet. I am on a healing journey. Or not tell them, but I've got to get some things straight before I talk about being in a relationship with anyone. Next is the A, accountability. And I want you to know that I've preferenced each one of these statements with you because we're talking about you. We're not talking about fixing anyone else. We're not talking about getting anyone else beyond desperation. Just you. We're talking about getting you to a point of being determined. Just you. So accountability. You hold yourself accountable for the choices you've made. You hold yourself accountable for the choices that you've made. No one made you make these choices, whatever they are. Before we blame the guy, well, he did this and he did that, and you're talking like you're a victim, you're not. You made a choice. Own it. Be accountable for your choices. What did you know about this person? You didn't. You knew nothing of this person, yet you availed yourself at his beck or at her beck and call. You did this. You did this. No one made you because you were desperate. You were desperate. You stop blaming others for your compromises. Hear me when I say this. You stop blaming others for your compromises. You made those choices. You made those choices. When you met him or you met her, and not even just a goodnight kiss at the door, you all were doing the grown-up thing, right? And he didn't call you again, or she didn't call you again, and now it's their fault. No, it's your fault. You made that choice. You were not forced into it, and it was not taken from you. You made that choice. Own it. You are accountable for the people you let in and the behavior you tolerate. So I'm so sick and tired. I am sick and tired of hearing. I'm just telling you, there is pee in the dating pool. Well, the pool is your pool. It's your pool. And if there's pee in your pool, it's because you let them in. And you tolerated their behavior because you were so desperate to be in a relationship. You just wanted to be able to say something like, yeah, I'm no longer single. Yeah, you are. Stop it. You are still single. You just happen to be in a relationship, but your status is still single. Now, whether or not you have a partner, that's one thing. But please, you are still single. You are accountable for doing the work to heal. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. You are responsible. You are accountable for doing the work to heal. It's incumbent upon you, no one else. You can't say, I'm going to be in a relationship and He needs to know how to talk to me, or she needs to have peace. She needs to afford me peace. Peace is within yourself. Peace is within yourself. Now, if it's not within you, she can't bring you that. She can't get you there. She can have her peace and you can have your peace. And together you create an atmosphere. But it is not incumbent upon the other person to afford you peace. You are accountable for doing the work to heal. So when you're just so itching to get back out here in a relationship, are you really, or is it that you have an itch that needs to be scratched? Let's be honest with ourselves. So often we lie to ourselves, and the lie grows and grows, and it becomes toxic. And then when it breaks up, you're telling someone, well, the last relationship I was in, they did this and this and this and this. And she did this and this and this and this. But what did you do? It was not one-sided. It was not. So now let's look at the R in O-A-R. Or. The R is for responsibility. For responsibility. You, again, it's on you. The ball is in your court. You take responsibility for becoming whole on your own. Whole on your own. No one else can do it for you. It's incumbent upon you. You are responsible for your boundaries. Sit still with you. Write. Put it down. Because when you are responsible for your boundaries, it is so that it's ingrained in you. And I don't have to say, oh no, that's my boundary. You broke my boundary. I don't need to give you a list of my boundaries. But if it's enough that they've crossed your boundary, it's okay for you to walk away. And you should walk away. Because if they felt, and they've done it once, they will do it again. So, do you know what your boundaries are? Have you ever sat down with you and gone over boundaries, non-negotiables? Have you? Standards. You are responsible for your standards. All of this is in your lap. And until you change your mindset and these become a part of you, the same old thing will keep happening. You are responsible for walking away when something doesn't honor you. My God, today. It can't be that good that it causes you to look the other way and remain stuck with this person who doesn't honor you. Who does not honor you? You are responsible for building a life you love, with or without a partner. Oh my goodness, with or without a partner, you are responsible for building a life that, welcome in, B, welcome in. You are responsible for building a life you love, with or without a partner. These are all on you. Thank you, B. Thank you so much. These are all on you. So let's look at the contrast between desperation and determination and determine. Desperation operates from a place of fear. Determine operates from faith in self, faith in yourself. Desperation, constant availability, constant. Determine has set boundaries and selective, and very selective. Desperation compromises their integrity. Determination honors truth. Desperation abandons principles. Determined stands firm on values. You know how you all say it. You stand 10 toes down on your values. Desperation chases and clings. Everything's running away from them, but they're chasing it like a dog chasing a car. Determined attracts and chooses. Desperation, please pick me, pick me, pick me. Determined, do you really deserve me? Desperation settles for scraps. Determined, expects reciprocity. Desperation loses self. Determination stays whole. So the question is for tonight, what will you choose? Will you stay desperate, constantly available, compromising your integrity and principles, losing yourself trying to keep someone who does not value you? Or will you become determined, whole, boundaries, honoring yourself, standing firm in your worth? Will you? Desperation keeps you stuck. I reiterate, it keeps you stuck. That place that we talked about last week, it keeps you stuck. Determination sets you free. You cannot control whether someone chooses you, but you can control whether you choose yourself. Own your worth. Be accountable for your choices. Take responsibility for your wholeness. That's how you shift from desperation to determination. What will you choose? Are there any questions? You can put your questions in the chat, and I go through the questions. I go through the comments at the end of the night, always. Or you can request to come up. Hey Margie, how are you? Or you can request to come up and ask your question. And your question will be will stay with this subject matter. I don't know if these ladies, I don't know if they inadvertently requested to come up. That's okay. But if not, if no questions, and I have purposely been trying not to keep you over, being mindful of your time. Your time is valuable. I will be back next Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday are always up in the air. Monday's always up in the air. It could be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or it could be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Either way, I think that this subject matter is probably going to be geared more towards. I always try to do something that is not specific to gender, but there are some things that has disturbed me greatly, and I have talked it over with Leroy, and everybody knows that I call God Leroy, and that's my pet name for him. And we're going to talk, so it will be geared towards the ladies. And gentlemen, you are more than welcome to sit in, because your input is needed. But I want to talk to the ladies. I really do. It's something that's most troubling. So, yes, did I get to 18.6? Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No questions? All hearts and minds? Yes? Okay, well, I thank you for joining me. This will be up in the morning on my YouTube channel, which is Tea with Lady DJ. And I will put a note up in TikTok when it does go up. And go out there. If you have not heard all 3 nights, they are already there. And they're getting good views. I was really shocked. People are actually sitting and listening, because on this platform, as David Burris would say, I give you permission to think differently, because what you've been doing obviously has not been working. So go to Tea with Lady DJ and have an amazing evening. And I'll see you on Monday or Tuesday with a new subject matter. Thank you all so very much for being attentive. I thank you. Tony, thank you. Princess, it's okay. It'll be up on YouTube. I'm finished now. I could probably get it up to get it posted to the live tonight. If you turn your notifications on, you'll get dinged when it's there. But I've got plenty of time to put it up tonight. But I do hope that I put time in, and I am not coming to you from the seat of my pants. I'm sharing what was shared to me. I'm coming to pour into you as I was poured into. And that's where you will, Ali, welcome in. I'm about to leave. That's where you will decide. You'll make a choice. Do you want to be set free? Or do you want to stay stuck? Do you want to stay in that place of desperation or shift to determination? Now I'm going to stop jabbering so you all can go ahead, and I will see you Monday or Tuesday. I will indeed. So good night and thank you again. Good night.